Hello everyone, today we are going to talk about the regional that happened at Core TCG in Pomona, California. So, Eggman luckily already posted all the top 16 lists, and I have clicked them all, and we're going to talk about it. Now, this is how the scores look in a visual aid. We got 9-0, fucking winner, Omnimon Alterous, Ping Pong. Went up the line and win. They got some of the new cards in there, so it's exciting to hear. Jupiter is still in this. I am a fan of Jupiter. I played Jupiter, and to be honest, I didn't think they could take it. I was afraid of TB and stuff like that. They could just board wipe me. I think TB is a bad matchup for the deck. So I am happy for the player that represented when I didn't believe. They proved me wrong. Jupiter can win. And luckily, I know the second place winner, or Jupiter went second place. And I know the guy. So if you want to see a deck list video from him and hear what he has to say, let me know down in the comments below, and maybe some questions you have for him. That's if you want to see the Jupiter list from his perspective. Next we have Angels. These are all in order, by the way, from left to right, from best to worst, or from highest placing to least to lower placing. Angel also went 8-1. They got third. Vulcanus got fourth, and you got the new stuff. You got TB. TB got fifth. Now, what's interesting is that I did say from highest placing to lowest placing, but when you're 8-1, it's just opponent percentages. So I'm pretty sure a lot of these guys played against the guy who went undefeated. So it's just lucky whether you got where you're at. Next we got 7-1. Next we got a 7-1-1 Galactic. Jupiter also got 7-1-1, but Galactic is the highlight right now. Galactic got 6th place. Now, is it good in this meta? It did get lucky. I don't think I got lucky. I have a friend who plays Galactic, and I even played with them for 3v3. He used the carry. He only lost 1 game throughout the 5 rounds. I lost 2 playing TB, but yeah, he carried. I do think Galactic is really good. I'll talk about the matchups, which I think is why they won a lot. Next we got 7-2. Within the 9 rounds, these guys got 2 losses. If they got some of those losses early, it's been scary throughout the whole tourney, as they had to just stick through it and hope that they keep winning. You got Musketeers, Glowing Dawn, Puppets, and Metal Empire. So they don't use. I don't think they use EX1 machine, but I saw the machine picture there. I'm gonna put it there. Puppets is really interesting, but I'm pretty sure it's just the same game plan, and it just worked. I also know the guy who played Puppets, so if you want to see a video on that deck list, let me know. I'll ask him if he wants to participate in the video, and if you have any questions for him, let me know down below. Put comments, like, comment, subscribe. Meta Empire is interesting. Meta Empire has some really good matchups and some really poor matchups. We'll talk about it later. Right now, we'll just get into the video. So we have top 16. There's no top 32 list like how I might do it for like Gundam or One Piece breakdowns. We just got top 16. And we are going to talk about the Onimon deck first. There's only one Onimon deck, so I don't have to talk about all of them and check the percentages on about how many they play what. So here we have the Onimon deck. What's new? What's new is the new Mallagrim EX12. It's assembly. We have Omnimon. So before, how I would see it is, or how I think you'd win with this, like one of the easiest ways is go ping pong up, go to Blitz, go to Crest. His effect is really good. It is when well, you don't have to do it when digivolving. It's not mandatory. So let's skip to when attacking. We'll swing Alliance, and then we activate when attacking to unsuspend the Chriswolf and Greymon itself. Swing 2 checks, unsuspend. Swing 2 checks one more time, unsuspend. Then we don't go into this one. We definitely can, but we preferably go into this one if you're going to win. DNA, trash 1. Super game. That's it. That's all they want to do. There's a lot of things they can do, like keep up a blockers, you know, stuff like that. But they don't have to. Analog youth. You might be wondering why so many analog youths. It's just because you just want to get in trash. You don't need every copy of a card. You just need the copies you're missing. So two cost search, get what you need is great. Now with Mallagrim, EX12 Mallagrim now available, we could use those cards we just pitched and make it and just repurpose it. Now we can't use all these Greymon cards, right? But we definitely can use all these Gobblemon cards. So we are going to just analog youth, play this out. We'll stun the board. Well, not stun the board, but we can trash 4 choices, bond deck someone, and we can also stun a Digimon. That's really good to slow down some plays. It's a 1-up. I don't know the explanation for it, sadly, but I know that vtamer.exe, a guy that I sometimes do thumbnails for, is doing a video on that. Let me just bring it up. Here you go. So I know this guy is gonna make a video on it, similar to how he made the second place Baton Rouge Galantmon player. That's Patrick P, good friend of mine. So yeah, they're gonna do a video on that. So more explanation on the Onimon deck is there, but here's the list. I think it's a pretty good list. Let me just see some things. Yeah. Okay, this is interesting because this Gobblemon X is a 1-of. I think it's also a limited card, but it doesn't have Onimon in text. Oh, it does. Never mind. My bad. I lied. I lied. My bad. But the Gobblemon X can go over one of your 5 Agumons or Gobblemons. That's great. You get a free draw. You can activate the game memory to Sunamon draw 1 pretty easily, and you get to search the Grumons that you need left. Because it has Onimon text and inheritable, you can definitely evo into the Greymon because all it needs is Onimon and text. Evo over. And you just do whatever following. So Gobblemon X is an interesting tech. I don't follow Onimon deck lists often, but I think it's a good hit. I think if it's new, it's a good choice. I know a lot of them play Boost, Memory of Garnet, and Midnight Memory Boost. It with some hits, but majority you're getting everything you need. So these are all really good. You're just staying in the back, waiting and waiting and waiting. And once you do get everything, you'll be unaffected by Digimon effects, so it's really nice. Some potential bad matchups they might have had would probably be the Musketeers, I would say, because there's option security. So if they hit a Bind Red trigger, first hit or whatever, it's pretty bad. Their Blitz is also a pretty bad one, but Hurricane, they doesn't hit them at all. It hits level 5s and lower. Yeah, congratulations to the Onmon player. On's big bro. He's a dude from NorCal. He's a friend of a friend. Good job, dude. Next we got Jupiter. We got one from Chriswolf and one from mine, Mallagrim. Now, what do we see in both lists? I'm pretty sure it could be about the same. Oh, sorry, this one's gone. Let me get this back out. One. I remember this guy ran Demi Devi. Then my friend doesn't, but also with the Demi Devi, he's not really taking out anything, he's adding it in. So we have 12 rookie here, and here we have 11. Now, I don't think you really need the free Evo anymore. I think Electmon and Inheritables are really good just to make sure you get consistently get any specific combos that you need. Here we have Agios. Agios really good, just always goes well with Inori. You don't really want to make too many adjustments to that. Most of you would just add maybe a new Agio that comes out, or add the promo Agio. That one's just for count. Next we have the Agio choices. I know this has been a weird thing for at least for me when starting into B25 is deciding what Agio choices to which one do you need. And the blue one's really good. The the downside is that it doesn't have decode inheritables. You can't really do traps kind of with the Inori plays. But because of that, you're actually really flexible. Actually has like some OTK potential for the deck. Because you don't have to spend just like this stack, his stack alone. You have to spend someone on the field. Anyone on the field that's a shaman. That's some flexibility and can help you get OTK. EX12 I think it's a good like starting Digimon. Like you just want to swing, do 2 checks, let your opponents know I'm gonna win next turn. Good luck. Because you're gonna do 2 checks, 3 checks, and you're good. Here you have some rune modes. Rune modes are always great because you got angels, they're just sitting in the back. You have Vulcanus, they're just sitting there. Well, they're not sitting in the back. They could definitely play. But if they're not set up, they're sitting in the back. You must get, I think Black Gato is 6k. But they will not get the Sparrow. They'll not get the not Galaxy. Gazi. Not getting any of that. ME, I think. Oh, only Thundermon 6k. So yeah. So a lot of the rune moding early is good because it's really doable. Rune mode I think is only for decks that can turbo into a yellow 6 really fast. I think it's a good choice. These are all toolboxy, they're all situational. I can't really say if it's any of them are for sure for the meta. The only one I can say is for the meta is Dianamon. Because Dianamon stops Strength Greymon. It can stop Angels. If any Digimon are played Digivolve, ship 4 sources. So once they promote even to a Pegasus, whatever they need, we're gonna ship the Nyara right away. And you just can't swing because from my own play when Digivolving, all your opponent's Digimon with only 4 sources cannot suspend. Can't swing at all. But I think it's a really good card for Angels, Vulcanus, anything else I'm trying to think of. Nothing comes to mind. Maybe puppets. But yeah, really good card for a lot of the matchups in this current format. Good job, Chriswolf. Let's see if anything else new from our other Jupiter player, Joseph. He's less toolboxy. I am for one for a toolbox top end. I think it's the interesting tech that he chose is to not go Dan Yuki, even though he has so much options. I think that is somewhat interesting. Like he's running way more options than Chriswolf. He doesn't run setup Asuna. Might be a misinput from Eggman, or unless this is the tech, because he could eat from trash. I think it's an interesting thing. To do, but I'm just not sure. But if it is, maybe something to try, because you're gonna repurpose what you trash from Debbie, or you can definitely just trash what you need to evo into. Evo it for reduced cost. So you can evo into Jupiter for reduced cost, even more than it already reduces. So it's a really good card. I think this guy notices that Dianamon is definitely a counter to a lot of matchups, so he upped the count. Reduce rune mode, which is interesting. He reduces it to 1 when my buddy here, Chris, put that too. Yeah. Both deck lists are fine. Both deck lists are good. They both got invites. 171, 1711, right? Both are good. Pick a choice that you go on that deck, or just try both out and see what you like from both. And let me know which you like more down below. Next we have 3rd place Vulcanusmon. Vulcanusmon, besides getting 3rd place, also got 10th. It was Ian. Got Justin's Dawg got 2nd, and got Ian who got 10th. Congratulations, guys. Here we have Vulcanus. I'm trying to see if anything new here. One guy's playing Dianamon. I think I said before, Dianamon is for the current meta. You kind of need to slam it sometimes to stall. And if you're playing Vulcanusmon, you are kind of just stalling a lot of people's like win cons, and just doing what you do. You're chipping Vulcanusing, and you win the game. So we have Kongu. That's a good counter. Sometimes against TB, against Angels. Jupiter's is kind of good against Jupiter. And anything else? I'll say Angels. Angels Vulcanus, like trying to rookie rush you. I guess you could use it. And Jupiter. So with Kongu, you can't add security. That's not the part I'm talking about. Sorry. Your opponent's Digimon will take out 7 or less can attack players. Which is pretty good. Next we have stuff like Ignition Flare. Ignition Flare is annoying for, like, let's say you're playing TB. You have the option card. You just spent memory on last turn. Ignition Flare, pop it. Go ahead. You know, that gets annoying. Next we have Cruiser Blade. Cruiser Blade is definitely good for the meta. We got Angels that can play out. We got Puppets. I wouldn't say that's for the meta because that's more of a wild card. So Cruiser Blaze is good for Angels. Maybe Jupiter. TB. It's good against TB. It's really annoying for TB. What TB likes to do is promote. Oh wow, I need to fix these all. But they like to promote swing for 3 checks. Or sorry, swing maybe for 1 or 2 checks. Swarm the board with like 3 to 5 bodies. So because of that, TB needs to get countered by Crimson Blaze. So I think these are good choices. This card is running what? Less options? I didn't run less Dianamon. Sorry, I'm for flicking through. He's running 2 less cards. I can't see it, but they're both about the same to me. Yeah, a lot of this deck wants to do is just draw to what you need and chip slowly. As you trash 2, draw 2. You can trash options because your Vulcanus is just gonna pick it up. Marimon can just trash. You can trash an option. You just pick it back up later. And you got Blipmon. Search. Keep it top or bottom afterwards. Pretty good decks. Good job, guys. Next we got at 4th and 15th place. We have Angels. By player Angel and by the player Mindshare. Now I had a friend who went 4-1 and then dropped. Maybe he could have been on here. But we have these guys. So let's see what we got here. I don't think there's anything too spicy. Let's see what we got. I think the spicy parts, at least for this is I think the spicier list. He's running the field spells. Now, I know the field spells sometimes do work out really well because if you get this out early, you can promote, go into Pegasus, trash, special summon out with Ascension, not Ascension, but off the Ascension Digimon security effect, aligns with those things that summoned out, and you're doing 2 checks right away. It gets really nasty if you get this off. So I guess he likes that a lot. Wants to keep doing that. Well, the other person doesn't want to. The other person want to invest into more into trainings and set up for that, for the ODK relying on the megas. Yeah, 4 trainings here. These guys are going up stack a bit more, which I understand sometimes because sometimes you can only play Patamon, right? You can't play in Angemon. You can't find it. There's shot 3 and get her done. What's interesting, I guess, no, this is the most interesting part, is the rookie queue. Options were interesting too. The rookies are interesting because we have the guy who went to a 7-2, play BT14 Pata, which I noticed is a thing. Then we got guy who has a Lekmon. Now BT14 Pata adds a bit more to a high roll. And I know people do play Gato. The guy didn't play Gato. But you can tuck in Gato with it, and then you do some more comboing there. I don't believe in the Gato tech, so I'm not leaning toward BT14 Pata. BT14 Pata is not really for, it's for the setup, but I think one of the main part is it's for the game memory. Game memory is nasty because you do want to gain enough memory to go into your mega and maybe do more evil they need to, and you get out of that choked one scenario really easily because of that. And here, instead of that gaining the memory, what matters more to him is getting more draws. Like if I need to play an Iliad person, it could be a Lekmon, or if I want to get one more draw, instead of one attacking like draw trash, something like that, I'm just gonna get one attacking take tops the card security. So that's really good. Or let's say my opponent nearly OTK'd me. I'm at 0 security. How do I get out of this? Like, I'll let you recover 1. Great, then you can just trash one with Nyaro or something. So that's really nice. And also, if you keep like using a Lekmon, you get to draw 1 consistently throughout your whole like attacks, because you're technically maybe 2 to 3 times to get your OTK in. The Angel's really interesting. Good job, guys. I'm sorry to say this. I just want to vent it out. I do want to ban Nyaro, because I know if I put Nyaro at 1, if I limit you guys would just play it at 1. So I do want to hit you guys. Oh no, If I got hit as a Hootie player, you guys get hit. I'll probably just limit shotgun man. Alright, next we got TB. Now TB is a new kid on the block. This is their first regionals, or first time to be represented in regionals, and we got 3 listings. Maybe people don't have enough practice with it. Maybe that's why it tops so high and that's why there's so many. This is the most topping list, or this is the most topping deck within the top 16. We got it at 8-1, 7-2, and 7-2. Now, what's devastating? Not devastating. What's scary about TB is that it doesn't care about any like floating on deletions. Let's say there's a Talisman, right? I am just going to Susanomon. If I get about 5 to 6 colors, I usually get about 5 on my 50k of the board. You summon anything, it's just gonna die. Most of you guys are on deletions. That's it. So Susanomon is really scary. You turbo out. I think you can turbo out pretty consistently. It's a really good deck. Now let's see what text we have. Some text we have is the Crimson Blaze. I think it's the most unique tech. I know people have been on Analog Youth, but it's not too new. And we have... That's it. I have a spicier deck. I'll maybe bring it up a different day. The Crimson Blaze is really interesting because you don't have that much red color. You only like a third of your deck is red color because it is just one line. It's your Bonko, Caesar, Chichimaman, and Amaterasu. That's about it. So that is pretty interesting. It's also interesting to see that this deck doesn't run any Ryugu. And I know it's easy to say that Ryugu is the weakest link of the 3, but I do think it has its strong points. That's why I'm surprised it got cut out. Like, I enjoy having just to stun someone but not really kill them. Because if they have too many blockers, it's annoying. And another interesting is that there's a lot of 4-ofs in the deck. By that I mean like the megas. So like sometimes if I get dupes, will not be able to Zano sometimes enough. Like would that not be enough materials and trash? So it's interesting. He played 4-4. Both are really good cards because Amaterasu can definitely kill like up to 2 things pretty much. He's gonna delete lowest DP, then trash 2 or bottom deck 2 cards from your opponent's trash and minus DP. So Amaterasu prevents on deletions pretty much, and can kill 2 and have potential to kill 2 things. Kaguya has potential to kill maybe 2 things as well. It does have execute. You could swing to something big, retaliate, bond deck on someone else. Cool thing. You don't really do that. You kind of just swing at security like really early, then swing the board. Because Kaguya is gonna play a guy right away. His Inherit was gonna play a guy right away. Kaguya goes at 42 to play itself right away. That's 3rd. And you do on play once more. That's 4 bodies right away. It's pretty scary. And you're like, okay, well, what if I just ignore it? You can't. kind of can't. It has blocker. It gives all your TB, blocker retail, and it has unleashing bottom deck. So you're kind of, it's really scary to deal with. I like it. So it is good to see that these are a 4 because these are definitely the best megas available for TB. But I don't know. I'd rather see a more diverse lineup. Next we have TB again. The tech that they did is Louis. I would say I would agree with it. I was about to tech Louis in my deck as well, because your goal is to get maybe, like, let's say your opponent tried bottom deck eggs. You want to get things going faster. You want to gain memory, just get things going. So putting Gaza at 3 makes her sense for things like Louis to be in the deck, because you just want to promote, or did you like Gaza, Louis for essentially 2. Next turn you can start your combo here, and while Louis chills in the back, waiting for the next deck. That's really good. This guy cut out boost entirely. I'm not sure about that, but I do like that, because the boost is definitely not a useful part of the deck. I would keep it as maybe a 1 at this point, because I just want it as trash fodder. You know, I don't care about anything else. It just seemed to see the deck run only 2 stars on one, whether that's budget or not, I don't know. Because I do think that's your kill card. I don't think it is just a win more card. This is gonna help you win the game majority of all your matches. So I'm surprised to see that's at 2, but he won at top 16. He did good with the deck. Oh, I guess something to highlight that the other deck didn't run, that's what I mentioned, is Hakuba. Hakuba is a nice card for TB because, well, there's some downside for this deck, but the barrier is interesting. The barrier is nice, but it can play or use 1 SW trait from your hand, reduce cost by 2. Now we have no rookies like that are SW. We do have some options that are SW. This one's pure TB, so we're not gonna talk about this one. You can play the island for 1 cost, so you're essentially getting out a cheap. It could be anything. A cheap rookie, a cheap mega, a cheap ultimate. Be a lot of things with this. Akuba's a nice put tech in the deck. Can't fully utilize it because he didn't stack up his options, but it's gonna come up every once in a while. I know it does, because sometimes I run at 2, it does wonders. So this is definitely a good tech. I respect the Louis. Analog at 4 is good. I do think that sometimes it is a bit too much. I think maybe you just need 3, because you don't want to trash your own analogs, or just maybe see in your hand you're like, I don't know when to play it. I don't want to use it. Why is it here? Last we have another deck. We have this guy's another. Who's this? Is this the 7-2 TB? Let's double check. And this Lunars. Oh, no, Lunars was the other guy. Is this the 5th place list? 8-1 Ekano? He's a Chriswolf guy. Anyway, we have this guy. His deck is rather standard. He plays with what he likes. He wants to farm Amaterasu. He likes it a lot. 3 Kaguya, 1 Ryugu, just to fill the name. Okay. Anything interesting about the deck? Yes and no. He 4 of the island. I think it's really interesting. I'm not sure how often you would see it like work out, because you only have so many islands to use, and I'm not sure if it's that urgent that you want to use it every game. It does help out a lot, because if some of the weakness is being choked to 1, you can't really progress much. But if you're, let's say you do island first, right away search, you can now promote choke to 1, evo for 2 to anything really. You put your opponent to 1. What do you do now? You execute with Kokeshi, let's say. Use island. you for 2 into Shishibaman preferably. Put your opponent to 3. Tier to hit. It was just a Digimon. You for 1. Put your opponent to 4. We end up on one of these megas. Now also we do one more check and help set up the board. You return a card from trash, play it back out. You can play Shishi, you can play Kagura, you can play anything. Or play Kaguya. I was per se Kaguya's probably the better one. And you just swarm the board a lot. So I see the 4 islands being the thing that he loves the most and just works out for him. I'm just not sure. But this is a good list. I like it. All these lists, all the TV lists are great. Thank you guys for participating in Pomona and doing so well and representing TV. I like it, guys. What's up, guys? Here. Next we have Galactic. Galactic went 7-1-1. Now Galactic is sort of the control deck of the format. If you have any glowing dawns, they're gonna pop the tamers using this card. Use any number of your opponent's Digimon tamers, and they're able to play cost total of 3. Add 1 more for every Venomon in the sources. So you're definitely gonna pop, maybe not just 1 tamer, but 2 to 3 tamers. Who knows? I think 2 max, I would say. But if you're glowing dawn, you're not winning against this matchup because you do a lot of setup, and by the time you're trying to kind of finish setting up, having enough sources in your tamer, they're just gonna pop it, or at least they can if they find it in time. And then if you're playing Jupiter, you don't need your tamers, but sometimes you do like them. You pop Primaris, you pop Annoy, it gets annoying. Angels, they set up Asuna, set up lost. Attack stops. You know, I can stop the attack with this one. I can stop the attack. I can pop 4 costs or less. Okay, what else? What else did I beat? Vulcanus, I'm unaffected. The bad part is that when you get really big, what do you do there? You can just end attack. It's fine. What else did I beat? TB? I think TB's actually a decent matchup against them. I know one of my friends named Akira, he pretty much tied against one. It was 3v3, so he actually had to do a tiebreaker. But he drew against them. And I think it's a hard matchup for them because Susanamon can definitely like attempt to get rid of them. They can do. They have more like they have a more toolboxy decks where they have like Karakura. You potentially stun them. They have Ryugu. They can potentially stun them. So Galactic does have a tough time against maybe TB, but it does I think beat Team Musket pretty well. I know how to teammate who played Galactic, and anytime he paired against Team Musket or Glowing Dawn, which like 2 times each time, he was winning. The whole time he lost was like against a Bears player, which I think is a counter, but he was chilling. I'm like, dude, I'm not sure how you lose ever. Thank you for my team. Thank you for carrying me, Z. Reach here. Okay, thank you, dude. I love you. So yeah, Galactic is a good deck. I'm happy for this guy. Good job for representing Galactic. 711. Guys, invite at 6th place. My boy, Mallagrim. Next, we have 3 Musket. Let's see any space text to note. Okay, I noticed that some people use Diana and Callus. This guy chose to maybe reduce it both a bit more. And also to run Chimeramon. The Chimeramon is definitely a good card. I definitely seen some lists run it, and you're just trying to like use the egg a bit later on to I think do some OTK combo or something like that. I'm not sure how it works, but it's definitely a good tech. I think the guy who had the tech before as a 1-up and definitely enjoyed it a lot more than he thought and just played it. So what would the play be? I think his play would be like go Chimeramon, swing, add Gato underneath, or Gato effect to tuck, even to a Beelstar or a Callus, and just sort of like end his turn there. Yeah, it's definitely a good card. I I'm interested to see maybe it being played more in BSR decks. But yeah, interesting list, good list. Not much to say because I think everyone's been playing Musket. Next we have Musket. What's their spice? Trainings we see every now and then. Their spice is definitely the secret Kaiser Leomon to swing for a game. Some decks run Scobalucci. This guy runs Kaiser Leomon. You're either two swing for a game. Yeah, no one's running Scobalucci or Titanmon Scobalucci, which has like execute rush. Because people tried it too much and like, it's too situational. I'm not gonna play it. Understandable. Real understandable. Good job, guys. So tell them at 1 or 3, huh? Interesting. I mean, you didn't even move my camera. Good job, Team Musket players. You guys, will there be a balance? Will you guys get hit within the next few weeks? Doubt it. I think you guys are probably doing okay. Because you kind of need your options to kind of help against the current like metas going forward. Because there's too much protections around here. And next year, Glowing Dawn. How's Glowing Dawn doing? Ooh, interesting text. Okay, who represented Glowing Dawn? Who am I to be proud of? Nobody. 7-2 Glowing Dawn by nobody. Any interesting text? I think this bottom part is definitely somewhat standard. This area of like the ultimate, I think, is like personal preference. I tried for a weird Cybermon for B25. It does not work out. I do need the flexibility of these on play ones to help maybe play Final Judgment and go for a game. So this is a good ratio. Next we have Paladin mode. Who is Paladin mode for? Maybe wondering. I would say it's for probably the TB matchup. Yeah, like TB is annoying. Bottom of like all the options, and they can't really stop you because you're affected by Digimon effects, most likely. Because thanks to Arthritis. Next, who else we hit with this? I think we kind of hit Vulcanus a bit, not by a lot. Kind of Galactic. We kind of hurt Galactic. I think this is definitely though a TB ME. Maybe ME. They do protection. God damn it. They just hate TB. They hate TB and play Paladin mode. They're like, F this. I don't want to deal with this. I get it. Interesting. Next we have Odin's Breath. Odin's Breath. Interesting. How interesting. Very interesting. I don't know when to use this. I don't like this card personally. I don't know when to use it. The fact that you gotta make use of it, good. Put down a comment below if you find this video. Tell me how it works. Next we got Atratus and Habakiri. Now why am I bringing this up? Is it important? They're always in the deck, aren't they? Yes. But what's interesting is the ratios, because he's playing for the meta. Because back then is maybe it's 3-3. Maybe like Habakirimon, because you heard about like Kong Zero's OTK video. But you need to do Atratus more this meta. It's a meta call. Because of TB. Because Susanamon is gonna minus 15, 18k the board. How do you deal with it? You just be Atratus. You're unaffected by Digimon effects. If need be, I'll block like second. Fine. And Atratus can also bottom deck some cards. So it's good to like also prevent TB setting up further as you try to get rid of the board. So Atratus is a good card. It's a 4 for the deck for sure. You have any questions about this deck? Let me know down below. I'll try to answer since I've played Going On quite a bit. This format I've been exploring more with TB. I like new stuff. Yeah, good job, nobody. Next we have Akira. Akira slide. Alright, thank you. So we have Akira. Akira is just doing Senjumon. I don't think it's anything too new besides his Judomon. Hello. Okay, I find this interesting because why are we playing with the alternate effects? I don't notice any angels around here. It's really interesting to see this card. What it does do is trash security, right? So what you're gonna do is, I think, place your own Digimon, like a token or something, and just trash security to go for game. I think that's like the tech. Your goal is to just trash security, the last thing to go for game. So we have the control aspect of Kaguya. We're not using the new one. The new one is not really compatible. Lastly, we have Digimon to help rush the game out. If you haven't seen Puppet being played, I would suggest watching older streams. If you need help finding those streams, I can definitely help you. Just comment down below if you need the help. But Puppets, I don't see anything too new besides the Junimon. I think it's an interesting good tech here. I don't know what matchup they went against. If you want to see maybe a decklist video on it, or ask the guy. I know the guy, and we can get something done. We can hear his thoughts. Yeah. But another Naro abuser, huh? Bandai. Ban it. All right. Thank you so much, Akira. Good job on getting your invite. Next we have ME, or I should say Middle Empire. Middle Empire got 7-2 and played with, like, I guess what he believes is standard. Now what anything interesting here? I think the War Greymon is definitely obsolete. He doesn't play any Omnimons. He said he's probably tried it at some point and it's like, I like Chaos One. So I'll stick with it. Good pick. Angemon at 4, Ultimates at other Ultimates at 3. Perfect. You need a lot of Ultimates because these are definitely good at they're good. There's one taunt, help you get the Mishijima Ace, and the decode is really good to help combo off. The decode combos off with the Megamon's Inheritable, because you can maybe delete yourself, fragment afterwards, swarm. Really good. High Angemon, I think, is the most interesting thing, I would say, because a lot of people stop believing in it. I think it's a good card. I think what you want to do is keep swarming and swarming and swarming. So I think this helps a lot. You can't assembly with this, sadly, or anything like that. But you could DNA into it. There's also a good DNA target for the egg. It's hard to... I'm not sure what notes to make besides anything that is different from other lists. But I think it's a standard list. It's a good list. Good job to knightturtle. I see you. We see you. Oh. Human Empire? Good job. We don't need a 3 or more. We're good. Okay, that is it for the core TCG Pomona that just happened yesterday or 2 days ago on Saturday. And if you want to get a small recap visually, who won, how high they placed, here's your visual. Boom, you're welcome. And if you want to see a deck list video on the Omnimon Ultra S, I didn't make it, but someone else did, or he's going to. VTeamer.exe. He needs some time though. Give him some time. Subscribe to him. Comment on his most recent video and let him know that I sent you. Okay, he's gonna have the Omnimon Ultra S video up within a week or less. Hopefully sooner. Maybe tomorrow. Hope you guys have a great day or not. The choice is yours. Comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.